Hello everyone, this is Call Me Cairo, and I'm in the middle of a break right now from the Dying Light video that I'm making. I'm trying to make it my longest one yet. I want to at least get to like 20 minutes at the very least, but you know, it's whatever. But yeah, I decided to take a break and talk about like the newest controversy for Insurgency Sandstorm and why it's stupid that it's a controversy in the first place. And it has to do with one of the new cosmetics. The new cosmetic for the insurgent forces. Now, like, my opinion, it looks fine. I'll probably just like stick with the same outfit I have been running on Insurgency. But, you know, I think it looks fine. It looks like it'll fit. But, like, for some reason, people are mad about it. Like, look at this. Like, wow, dude. You really took it overboard, didn't you? Like, seriously, I don't get the hate for this. Like, yeah, on, like, face value, you might be like, hey, that looks weird. But at the same time, like, didn't this look weird? Didn't this look weird? Didn't this look weird? But, like, they use weird stuff in warfare all the time. I think we've seen pictures of it. And hell, the face mask that this guy is using looks like the Ronin ballistics mask, which is a real thing. You know, so it's not like a Halo helmet or something stupid like that. No, it's just a helmet. So what exactly is the issue here? From what I can tell, it's just most people don't like the fact that it's the insurgents using it, which I can at least sort of understand that viewpoint. However, you gotta remember that there's like Russian mercs on the insurgents team too, that could like be bringing in this tactical gear and everything, you know? And also, like, they could just be taking off some real world inspiration from, like, the Taliban, you know? Because they're using, like, military gear now and shit. So, like, and there's no, like, campaign or anything to explain, like, what type of power the insurgents really have. It's just all speculation, pretty much, so... Like, you can just make up whatever reason you want. That's just kind of what I'm going with. I fail to see the issue here, at all. And then I got a video in my recommended from this guy called Sicksnipes, and it kind of helped kick off me making this video, just calling out how stupid this controversy is in the first place, right?
This guy right here is going to be in the game fighting alongside this. Do you get it? These guys are the same thing. Are you?
Yeah, these guys are the same thing too. What's the issue?
Starting to see the problem I am, because even if this gear was a security cosmetic, it's at least slightly defendable that maybe a well-funded counter-terrorist force would have gear something maybe slightly like this. But no, that's straight up Jihadi Jamal right there, right next to classics like Flannels and Crocs Man and guy with a dish towel and AK-47. So when you see this guy and this guy and this guy, do you think that this one fits in with them, or the game's aesthetic is realistic, modern, and grounded shooter? I don't.
Well, damn, it sucks that you don't. That you don't think that terrorists can't get their hands on a ballistics mask that actually does exist. This at least looks pretty much the same exact thing as the one in the game. It sucks that you just don't believe that they couldn't possibly get their hands on that, but they can get their hands on tons and tons of different weapons and all that stuff. Black market only applies to guns in your world. Is that what I'm getting at? Okay, sure.
Like, call me old-fashioned, but I always felt like if you took the time and make a statement, which as the devs is more or less a promise to your fans, not the Battlefield fans, or the Call of Duty fans, or the Fortnite fans who frankly everyone can tell you are marketing to, and...
Holy shit, do you actually believe that they're just adding this so people who like the game Fortnite will fucking buy the game so they could use that cosmetic? Is that what I'm getting at here? Holy shit, you are stupid. Oh my god.
I've seen them do this before. The moment you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. That is
Seriously, comparing some weapon skins that I could see someone actually using in real life to this? Really? Jesus Christ, man.
Been a factor of somewhat dispute this time around, and here's a basic list of excuses I've been seeing a lot of people make for the developers right now, and I find some of them kind of funny. It's not that bad, or it's not that unrealistic. This is certainly the most respectable argument. I see it a lot with people making justifications that boil down to, well, they've been known to use the airsoft replicas like the ACOG, and it's probably just some guy who wants to look cool. Yeah, you know who that guy is? Some dev. I find it curious that people are putting words into the developers' mouths and writing their answers to these questions for them. Let me answer it this way. Do you really think the intention of this art is to be an airsoft helmet? Is the mandible helmet, which is very similar, also an airsoft helmet? But it's security. Why would a security guy use that? Or is the answer far simpler than all the mental gymnastics people have been doing to justify this looking so out of place, and actually that they just put it in because it looks like it's from Battlefield, and that they're launching the same time as Battlefield? Draw your own conclusion.
My guy, it literally looks like this ballistic mask that already exists. It's literal, real life, like, it's there. The Demolition Ranch dude, like, shot at it, and it was, like, decent. I don't know, I didn't watch that whole video, I kinda didn't really care about it, but still, it's a real life thing. If the terrorists have used ballistic masks in the past, why is it now an issue? Especially when it's based off of something realistic. I've never seen a ballistic mask look like this, but that's not an issue. This one looks weird, but it's at least real life. So, it was not an issue then, but it is an issue now. Get off your fucking entitled high horse. My god.
Hey, do you remember the community cosmetics contest where it became abundantly clear that we wanted stuff that looked like this, and you supposedly are working on making stuff like this, and this from the map contest forever ago? Why did you just take one of these concepts and make it for the update? Would that have killed you? Here's a
I don't know about you guys, but I think it'd be pretty insulting for them to not put the contest winners in first, but instead do runner-ups. That's just my opinion, though. I feel like it's more plausible than the BS this guy's spewing right now, but, you know.
legitimate question, really. Who is making these decisions? Who is in charge of what the new content looks like? Is it some corporate boss who hasn't even played the game and saw Fortnite's success and said, we need to be more like that game out of sheer ignorance and lack of understanding for the fundamentals which build the game they're in charge of? Is it...
Bro, it's one cosmetic that looks like it's basing itself off of something realistic that you don't even have to use. You don't even have to buy it. Yeah, I know you got the year 2 pass, Sicksnipes, but hell, with the year 2 pass, why don't you just use another fucking cosmetic? Why don't you just use this one? Why do you feel the need to complain about this one? Are you seriously, like, playing Insurgency and looking at everyone else like it's a fucking fashion show? No.
instance that this is placed in the background of the poster. I'm sure that with a full body shot of this guy, the community has a better chance of fully grasping the sheer stupidity of this dopey looking DeviantArt concept for a sequel to the Crisis games.
This dude is seriously saying that this guy looks out of place and dopey, when really, on the security side of things, we have some guy I could find out late at night at one of my town's many bars, and some dude who was just jogging and happened to have a tactical vest and decided to join a war.
So suffice to say, I'm not exactly thrilled for this next update, despite only a week before now having nothing but goodwill towards it and its developers. But what can I say? That's generally the reaction that happens when you start to learn that devs don't give a shit, and they lied. Peace.
Keep in mind, he's saying that he's not excited for the update anymore just because of a cosmetic. A cosmetic that, one, you are not forced to use, and two, is still based within reality. It's not like we're fucking dropping in as goddamn Master Chief, dude. Like, come on. And the Vector and the P90, far as I know, people were wanting those guns. Is that apparently not listening to you? Hell, on the cosmetic side of things with this update, I think this looks way worse than this. Seriously, these gun skins are awful. But you know what? You want to know why I think I'm not going to really complain about them? I'm just going to, like, get a comment like, yeah, that looks like garbage. It's because I'm not forced to use him. I don't know who at NWI is at Sicksnipes' house holding a gun to his head saying you must use every little new thing they add into the update to him, but, like, dude, this was a complete and utter overreaction to something so small. And the fact that one cosmetic that you don't have to use at all just destroys any excitement you had for this update that's adding a new game mode that looks cool, 2 new guns that look cool. You are one of the most entitled, selfish people I have ever seen. Well, yeah, so I just wanted to get a small video out real quick because I didn't want to go 2 weeks without uploading, but yeah. Dying Light video, big video, coming whenever. I kind of want to make a video on analog horror, but I don't know, I'm kind of like losing the drive to do that, so I might not end up doing it, but whatever. Anyway guys, this has been Comic Cairo, and remember, I tried.
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet.